Welcome to SAB 150. This short video will give you some instructions on how to start up the video and audio system in SAB 150. This will be useful if you'd like to record a lecture while standing in front of a podium or computer screens using the cameras and recording microphones within SAB 150. A little introduction to the equipment here. There's a microphone that's right beside the podium desk. This is a very important screen. This is the screen that controls the cameras and monitors. SAB 150 has 3 monitors. This is a monitor that will display on the front. This is a second monitor that will display on the front right screen or left screen as you choose them. This monitor has pen capability, so you can write on it. And there's a privacy monitor. This monitor is never shown on the screen, so this is useful for putting up files or folders or documents that you'd like to keep to yourself and not have shown on the screens. And you can see, of course, the equipment and the hardware is here. As you look across the classroom, there are also microphones, and you can see projectors and cameras embedded in the room. And there are screens, of course, at the front. And when starting SAB 150, we can go down here and we'll just start the room time. You can see that the projectors will be warming up. The projectors, once they're warmed up, will start the video access and audio access for all the components of the room. Now that the projectors have warmed up, you can see the settings for the projectors. So this is transmitting main PC onto one screen, the PC extended onto the other screen. If we move to the screens, we can see this is the main PC. That's got the Skype for Business window open. This is the extended PC. You can, of course, reverse them if you wish. As you can see on the screen, you can also plug in a laptop. You could activate the document camera. You can activate the cameras. This has audio settings. It has a main source audio, that's the audio that's in the room. It also has a wireless microphone that's in the cabinet that has the computer hardware in it. That's accessible, and of course you can turn that on by turning the mute off or turning the mute back on to deactivate it. If we're interested in filming or recording, we can turn the cameras on. That activates the main camera. We can also, on the microphone, activate the microphone so that we can use the audio communications. Now that I have activated the microphone and the cameras, I'm making sure that the camera is turned on. I have the screens and I have logged into my Zoom account. So let's start a meeting with video on. And we can join with computer audio. And we'll see that we now are in a meeting. Of course, if you use Zoom to record your meetings, this is exactly the image that you will have on Zoom. And you can upload and display PowerPoints and other types of features as long as they're on this particular screen. Now we can test the microphones and the sound just to make sure everything's working. Yes, we hear a ringtone. I'll move over to the microphone and speak into it. And yes, we hear the sound, and so we're ready to go. So now you can record yourself, of course, speaking from the podium. You could also move around the room. You can start up PowerPoint files or other files. I could start a web browser. Web browser has started on the other screen monitor. This is what will be seen in the room. And then we can use Zoom as we would normally for any kind of lecturing. We can share the screen. And that screen is going to be shared, the one with the web browser that's currently on it, and that is what will be recorded, along with the image of the presenter up in the top corner. And of course, at the end, we can shut down Zoom and we can stop the recording. And one quick reminder, please ensure to log off the system when you're finished so it'll be ready for the next person to log on. So I hope this gives you a quick introduction. There are other features of this room. There's lapel mic. There's a way to move the cameras. If you move from screen to screen, the cameras will follow. And of course, you can also record the room itself. But for recording videos, for posting lectures, this would hopefully be a good start.